Hey, it's Mouse here, and today is the 1st of November, 2017, which is a Wednesday. And it is 3:17 a.m. I only slept a couple hours, but I also fell asleep in my costume. I know I haven't been vlogging, which I need to get back onto. So I'm gonna do a short vlog now, and then change out of these and get some other stuff done, and then make some more videos. I'm gonna try, I'm not gonna promise, to vlog at least once a day. I may also do some other videos on different topics that I've been wanting to talk about, so we'll see about that. I'm trying to be quiet because I'm in the living room and I have roommates and one's a really late sleeper, so I don't want to wake her up. So yeah, things haven't been going the best, but they haven't been going the worst either. I've been, again, struggling with my own issues, which I'm trying to get back on track of. One of the big things that have been bothering me is my depression. It also doesn't help I haven't been taking my meds, but I've been waiting till the 15th when I see my specialist to talk about my meds. And I'm thinking I don't want to take the medication I have been taking recently. Well, not recently, that I have been on for a while now, as I've started to notice when I end up sleeping in, a lot of times I'll end up with headaches, and it seems like it's because I haven't taken my meds. So it's like, I do not want to deal with that with any meds, so yeah. Of course, I'm not the professional, so there could also be other things causing the headaches. So I probably shouldn't just stop taking stuff, but yeah. When I go off my medication, it doesn't help with my depression, but I haven't had any headaches since I haven't taken it, so it's a good possibility it's the medications again, which, if you know anything about meds for stuff like depression, then you know it's a hit and miss sometimes. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't, sometimes they work for a little while and they stop working. It seems like there's no exact science for it, if that makes sense. I mean, the thing with that is everyone's body's different, so sometimes I guess the chemistry in your body may decide for a while that something agrees with it, and then it might decide it doesn't like something or whatever, I guess. I am no expert, and in any of my videos where I mention medications, I'll say clearly, if you think you need some type of medication or diagnosis, you should seek professionals on that subject, because I have not went to school for any of that. I'm not certified, and in my country it's illegal to give any kind of medical advice unless you have the medical training to back up what you're saying. So like, if you're a doctor, if you're a pharmacist, or another type of medical professional that has has the extensive training, then you can say, you should try this or you should do this. for different things. I am not bashing meds, I'm not promoting them. I'm kinda on the fence. For me, meds usually help a lot, but some people, there are other things that work better. Again, everyone's different, and for any diagnosis, for any medical advice, you should definitely talk to a professional that knows what they're talking about. I mean, I could, technically I could diagnose someone, but since I don't have the training, I could really send someone in the wrong direction. So that would not be good. Whereas someone who's had that extensive medical training would would have a better knowledge and understanding of what they're talking about. No matter how many books I read or websites on the subject, doesn't matter. And especially websites, because they can be pretty inaccurate. And as for books, science is evolving all the time. They're coming up with new studies to show different things, so if you look through the history of medicine, you can see things constantly evolving. Some things they thought at one time were absolute truths, now they feel are nothing to listen to, that it's wrong. So there's that balance there. Sometimes something was seen as a bad way to deal with something, now all of a sudden it's a good way. It really depends on a lot of factors, plus genetics and all that, which I know a little bit about science, but not enough to be helpful on diagnoses, and I'm definitely not medically trained properly, so yeah. And I am not going to pretend to be. And not just because someone can sue me, but because the right thing to do is not take any risks with someone else's health. You may feel different, you may feel like, oh, but doctors or other professionals charge too much or what have you. I'm not really getting into that. Sorry I can't edit this because I'm using Chromebook and I don't really have a video editor with this. And yeah, so I still have my Chromebook. The house does have a Windows computer, but in order to use that, I would have to have a webcam, which I don't have, and the version of Windows that's on there, I don't know what what exact Windows movie is actually, well, I don't know what actual version is on there because Windows computers should come with a movie maker version, but of course different versions of Windows have different versions of Windows Movie Maker they come with, because just like the versions of Windows get updated, but there will be new versions all the time. There's also Movie Maker update, so that's changing all the time too, which, if you know anything about technology, you know that's nothing new. I mean, everything's always evolving in technology. New devices are being created, new programs are always being updated and made into better versions with new features and all that. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, unless you can't keep up with all the changing trends, which can be a pain in the neck. I changed bedrooms, so now I have a different room, which is bigger, so yay. Because my one roommate moved out, so I had to switch bedrooms, which actually worked out pretty good. And I was just I'm still finding places for everything. I still got a good amount of stuff in the shed. I have to still go through and get rid of things. I haven't been reading as much as I wanted, so that's been an issue because I got this whole backload of books I want to get on top of, and I haven't done that. I haven't been vlogging, I haven't been doing a lot of things that I like to do and that are helpful. For me, reading can be a type of therapy that really helps with my stress levels and stuff. Just like making these vlogs can be helpful to me. Another thing is, I haven't been working, which hasn't helped. I've been dealing with my mental sickness, but I'm trying to combat it. Without the meds, it's usually a losing battle, but at the same time, I can't deal with those headaches. So I really gotta talk to my own medical advisor that takes care of my prescriptions, and I don't get to do that till the 15th. The medical center I use, that I know accepts my insurance, is not, it's hard to get a last minute appointment, so it's easier just to stick with the people I'm used to. Besides, it's not easy for me getting new people to see, even if I really need something, so unless it's something really big, I don't really get on it. I'm also going to be talking to this person because I think they can also deal with prescriptions on it, but I've been doing my research for a while now because someone told me I should look into service dogs. Now, there's a lot of stigmas with that, and because of those stigmas, I didn't really have the knowledge about this kind of stuff, because you can have service dogs for a whole bigger range of things than most people know about, because most people think, oh, you have to be blind or deaf, but there's also service dogs for diabetics and seizures and all kinds of physical health stuff, heart conditions, what have you. Also, which I didn't know about before, there's a lot of mental conditions that you can get a dog to help with. I didn't really look into it before because I didn't think I could benefit from a dog from what limited knowledge and experiences I've had surrounding service dogs. I was very misinformed, but at the same time, getting a dog like that would really help me. Plus, I feel I could really help other people because there's probably even other people like me who could actually benefit a lot that don't have the resources or knowledge about how a service dog can be helpful to them, because a lot of people assume you have to be either deaf or blind to get one, but there could also be seizures or, like I said, many mental health diagnoses and other things. It's a lot bigger spectrum of things that can make a person qualified for needing a service dog. And just because you can scrape by without one doesn't mean you don't need one. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of research on it. I haven't fully got into it because and what I mean by I haven't fully got into it, I haven't looked into local organizations or anything really. One big setback that I know I'd have is financial resources. It's not cheap to do the training, and also finding an organization that has trainers, so even if I went to the pounds and picked out my own dog, getting the training needed would still cost money. Because even if it's me doing the training, it might be good to work with an actual trainer. And that can get pretty pricey. If someone happens to stumble upon this video and is also thinking about it, I have heard there are different organizations that will do everything in their power to place a dog with someone who really needs one. There can be a lot of reasons why you could have a dog for a long time as a service dog, and all of a sudden they're not able to continue performing the tasks. Well, for that, dogs are like people, and sometimes, just like people, they can go through some things that make it difficult to do their job or completely impossible. For example, some people have either a dog that has no training, that doesn't have any doggy social skills, that they bring out in public and that attacks the legitimate service dogs. Now, part of that too could be because some non-profits, I've heard, will do the training once and then won't keep up with it. They kind of place the dogs and wash their hands, which is a terrible thing, but that's one thing about this world. There's a lot of people that are more interested in just making a quick buck than caring about people that they're messing over, because if there's organizations like that, for example, they're not just messing over the person by giving them an improperly trained dog, they're also building up stigmas and misperceptions and making it a lot harder for people who have legitimate service dogs that have proper training and everything. And why I say that the dogs, these kind of people, make are not legitimate is because without the proper training and someone to continually work with them that knows what they're doing, that means that they're not properly equipped to do a job. That would be like taking a random kid out of middle school and saying, okay, now you're a surgeon. This kid doesn't have any medical training. They don't even have their college, or not college, their high school, because they haven't even finished middle school. And now you're telling them, okay, well, you go stitch up this person, without having any prior training. How do you think that's gonna go? That's not gonna go very good. But certain people just don't care. Like I said, to them it's just a quick buck, so why not? Who cares who gets hurt or what consequences may come from this? As long as they don't directly affect me, who cares? Because that's just a disabled person. They're less important or less of a person or whatever, which is not true, but the thing is with that is there's a lot of assholes like that in the world that just care about themselves. Don't care who they hurt, man, woman, or child. As long as they get whatever they want, then things are okay. And that's a pretty horrible way to be so yeah, oh, I didn't show you my new earrings, which I really like. Oh, can't really see that good. Maybe I'll just take them off. I'll take one off. As you can see here, it's a little wiener dog in a hot dog costume. I don't know, I really love this. The night before last, I did do powder more to finally figure out what my POTONUS is, and finally got it to work, because I have to do that kind of stuff on the house computer, and so I can actually see what I'm doing, because the screen is a little messed up. I have someone that's willing to help me fix it, but I still have to order the screen and say I've been working. No money for that, and I'm not really gonna ask that person, gee, I know you said you'd help me if I got the new part that I need, but can you pay for that part? I mean, for some people it's not a big deal to them, but to me, even if this person was willing to like pitch in and then have me pay him back later, I don't feel comfortable doing that. So yeah, so much more I wanted to talk about. This is getting pretty long, so I think I'm gonna end here, because I really need to change in some regular clothes and get some stuff ready for some smaller videos. But I am gonna try to vlog every day, so hopefully I can get some smaller vlogs. And yeah, so It's 3:41. November 1st, Wednesday, 2017. I feel like we got one, but yeah. So until next time, take care. And I'll see you when I'm wearing normal clothes and most likely not the dress. Bye.